Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, a new hotel and rooftop bar could be coming to the Columbia Airport. Also ahead, find out how teens have highly addictive drugs at their fingertips.
Kids were selling them.
But first, from Soda City to the Sunshine State, new affordable flights are departing from the Columbia Airport. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Cara Setzer. Our top story today, a budget airline is coming to CAE. Allegiant, a well-known budget-friendly airline, is adding 2 southern routes out of Columbia. The routes include 2 popular Florida destinations, Orlando International and Fort Lauderdale Airport. And that's not the only change that could be coming to the airport. Here now with that news is our own Emily Cundiff, who was out at the runway earlier today.
That's right, Cara. I'm right outside the runway at the Columbia Metropolitan Airport, where they are planning on building a new hotel to increase airport traffic.
As passengers come out of baggage claim, there will be a passage that connects the hotel at the corner of Airport Boulevard and Aviation Way. Guests can enjoy direct access to major highways and all of Columbia attractions.
And we hope to have an array of amenities at the hotel, including fitness center, meeting rooms, and a rooftop restaurant and bar that will overlook the airfield.
CAE Airport is still in search for a hotel developer. Once established, they will begin construction.
The objective of this plan is to stop losing so many passengers to the bigger airport in Charlotte. Back to you, Cara.
Thanks, Emily. The airport isn't the only place making progress. If you've driven down Forest Drive lately, you've probably seen heavy machinery and piles of stone stacking up at the intersection at Beltline Boulevard. The old Richland Mall is being turned into a mixed-use development with apartments, some retail, and a brewery or tap room overlooking a new park. According to WLTX, the project is officially ahead of schedule. Demolition is supposed to finish by the end of the year, and site cleanup will start in the spring. With another new development in the Columbia area, a popular record shop in Five Points is now a week away from moving back into its original location. For some time now, fans of Papa Jazz have had to pop around the corner in Five Points to buy their music, because the original location was being renovated. Those renovations were only supposed to last a couple weeks, but it took longer than expected to fix their damaged floors. Tim Smith has owned Papa Jazz since 1979 and says the damage stemmed from a car accident decades ago.
It's like crashed into the side of the building. You look at it and say, well, there's a little line there, but you don't think, well, 35 years later, the problem's not going to get better on its own. So
the crash caused permanent damage to the building's structural support, eventually leaving a sizable dip in the floor. Smith also took this opportunity to replace shelving and create more space for his new collection. He hopes to move back into the old location next week. Five Points is a popular destination for everything from record stores to bars and vape shops. As Vivek Crowe reports, vape shops there and around town are selling a product that's potentially dangerous and often advertised to teens.
In smoke shops like these, you can find any form of poppers, whippets, galaxy gas, monster gas, Nas. There's a lot of names for this new form of nitrous oxide, and 4 smoke shops, all within a mile of campus, are selling this addictive inhalant for cheap, in large quantities too. This form of nitrous oxide is long-lasting, addictive, and easily obtained by many under the age of 18. Rylan Denson was one of those kids.
You just turn the dial and it's all concentrated gas.
From casually doing whippets to spending hundreds on monster gas, Rylan has inhaled over 300 doses of nitrous oxide throughout his late teens. Rylan tells me the reason him and his friends keep coming back for the stuff is because it's more psychologically addictive and encourages rapid, repetitive use. Ashley Martin, a licensed addiction counselor, has seen the effects firsthand.
Even with just a single use would be lightheadedness, headaches, heart palpitations.
Rylan told me he was seeing galaxy gas everywhere.
Kids were selling them in school.
Because of the accessibility and addictiveness, teens like Rylan can suffer altering life-term consequences if hooked on galaxy gas.
It's bad. It is seriously addictive.
For Carolina Insider, I'm Vivek Crowe.
Looking ahead to see what events are happening this week, it's time to take a look at the Carolina calendar. Thanksgiving break starts tomorrow and classes will resume Monday, December 2nd. But it wouldn't be Thanksgiving without a little football. Tomorrow, the Gamecocks head back to Williams-Brice Stadium for a game against Wofford. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. You can watch the game on ESPN Plus and the SEC Network if you're out of town. And if you're staying on campus, President Emeritus is hosting a Thanksgiving dinner on Monday starting at 4 p.m. The dinner is at Gamecock Park in Russell House. This weekend, the mighty Sound of the Southeast heads north for Thanksgiving to perform in the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. South Carolina will be one of 4 college bands performing this year. The parade kicks off at 8:30 on NBC and runs till noon on Thanksgiving Day. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here after Thanksgiving break.